Are we ready then for Carnage X2? Oh no, it's not Extreme Carnage, it's Extreme Racing League, so we are. X2 round, final round of the season. Miami, USA. We have 14 people. Well, we looked like we were going about 11 earlier, we've got 14 now.
Yeah, a lot late comers.
Alright Dave, we're going ready to go. So X3 and Dev were full wet races. What is X2 going to be?
Oh, fingers crossed for dry. Some more carnage.
Oh, I want wet, just with more funsies.
If it's wet though, people tend to be a bit more careful. If it's dry, people tend to send some moves.
We took part in X3, so do they?
No, but still, even at that, there was only really maybe one or two drivers that had some instance.
Yeah, so normally it is, yeah. You're correct. It's normally when it's wet, they're a bit more cautious. That's why I like wet races for, because less incidents to deal with.
Yep.
But yeah, so Zach is just been kicked, so he hopefully rejoins. Edgar isn't in the lobby. No, there's a surprise. And Arctic has a qualifying ban from Dev to serve. Standings, we have a 2-horse race for the championship, and it is Pelly versus Jeebus, and I have a soft spot for Jeebus. I want Jeebus to win it because Pelly won it last season. So come on, Jeebus, let's do it. There is 4 points separating. Oh, sorry, there's 4 points separating Pelly and Jeebus. 229 for Pelly and 225 for Jeebus John and the constructors.
Yeah. Jeebus in next spot, tied up the constructors a good bit ago, so
yeah, so
just the drivers to play for here.
I'll say they look really, really strong this season. Them two. It's a spot in third position with 153 points. So there you go. The top three. Two of the top three are Alpine. So Alpine have already constructors have won. Weather forecast. I believe I've just been sent it. So let's have a look. Oh.
If you think of X, that's the spot had raced more races, he would have definitely been up there challenging for the title. Hayes and Shredder are the first two out the pits.
Let's go and grab them and let's have a look. We've got all that up. Let's get that off and get that down here. Which one's up first? Shredder. Right, so that is the only car.
Wait, call anyway.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out what the actual race is. So it's a wet quali. And then they go, yeah, we can tell that. It's like telling us that it's like Jeff telling you, oh, it's a wet race. And it's raining on the track. Right, so it's a 22% chance of rain in the race. So we had a 21% chance of rain in Dev, and it was full wet like this for the entire race. So actually, no, it dried up right at the end, didn't it? Yes, dried right at the end.
Yeah, last 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, so we did actually have rain. First Shredder is going to be the first car out on track to do a lap. I would have said we've been looking at 27s, maybe, well, I'd say probably low 27s in dry.
Yeah.
Probably closer to, what, 39? 37? Let me have a look. I've got it written down for you, let me have a look.
No, it's, I know X3 was dry, wasn't it?
Yeah, X3 was dry. I think we're looking at 29s in the wet. And I reckon we see low 29s. I don't think we'll sit the 28, the 38, so I think we're at a 39, a low 39. And for that to come, I reckon we're looking at Pelly, Shredder, probably maybe I'll do it. Well, obviously Jeebus, Pelly, the top two in the championship. Hits the spots not here, I believe.
No, he's not racing today.
But it's all going to be down to this part of the track in the wet conditions. And sector 1. And is anybody going to go? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, because it's a dry race as well, they're more likely going to be running really low wings.
Yeah. If anyone's put a weight sail up on, they're going to struggle in the race.
don't know if it would massively, but I think it moves, like I said, when I did my hot lap earlier, I was 2 tenths slower than what I was doing with a lower wing, so it's like only about 1 or 2 tenths, but enough to be a problem. Oh, it's a 35,
Like,
there you go.
Two massive
Okay, that's
straights,
interesting.
so you've seen the impact of wings
Right.
later on the Dragon Bomb.
But just the thing though, right? That just did a 35.177 and then Hayes was on 37.4. Interesting yesterday, in Dev, I wonder if it wasn't as wet as it was wetter than this because there was 39s in there. That's why I thought we were looking at 38s. So I'm wondering if that was wetter than here because we're doing 35s here. What's the other session in here then?
I think Open was wetter, but the race was
Oh,
probably
there's
like this.
35. Actually, saying that, I'm just looking at Q3 in Dev when it went from dry to wet to dry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
And the fastest inter time in there was a 35.1. So yeah, it was wetter in Q2 there then. Right, Mantic 135.843, P2 Cully third with a 135.952, and fourth is Hayes with a 137.424. Because I was looking at my phone, we were actually on board Rem, and I'm amazed he hasn't crashed.
Well, so far.
He's gonna set a lap anyway.
I mean, you say that, we've also got Cooley and Mantic there who haven't crashed it.
Can't say nothing about Cully though, after the X3, 136.051.
Every dog is his day.
What do you reckon then for Cully? P1 and X3, first car DNF in X2?
He won't make it first corner.
Jeeversen, that's a slow lap there as well, 39.3. That is not good enough, but I think obviously everyone's going through, so I don't know what I'm thinking of anyway. But yeah, so no one's really super pushing. Obviously they can't go on dry tyres because of wet conditions. Air Max is on a lap now in the Williams. I'm hoping his race goes a bit better than what EFR race did for him. He didn't even make it past turn 1.
Oof.
But that was China at turn 1, China. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, someone got tapped, spun, he had nowhere to go, dead, sort of thing. It was like, well, absolutely nothing he could do. Wrong place, wrong time. One of them. But he's French anyway, so he should be used to the rain. Saying about he should be used to the rain, we're on about Pelly as well, he's Dutch, he should be used to the rain as well.
And you're still losing the first battle at the first corner.
This is a legit thing though, right? We have done Austin, Texas, and Miami now, right? 6 races, 5 have been wet in America. We've done 4 races including realistic around USA, and around Britain, and they've all been dry. Work that out.
Yeah. Quite strange.
Everyone says it rains more in Britain than it does anywhere else. Well, I'm now going, I think it rains in America more than anywhere else. MXM, final corner, well, final 2 corners. And he's going to set a 37 watt, 37.7 P6. Everyone's through though, so just setting laps.
Yeah.
It's Shikari, but I call him Shakira in the Red Bull.
That's Haps do, like though.
What, Max Verstappen with boobs? Goes 5th, 136.514. Mr. Pelly. Actually, I think he's invalidated his first lap because he's got a 1 lap next to it. So I think he's invalidated his first run.
Yeah, and he's 50% ERS.
Yeah, so CMP is the car that's on the lap, I believe. Yes, done a
Yep.
final long straight. Let's see what he hits then with no DRS. Yeah, he's running super low wings. Yeah, he's 222. 200 flat. So yeah, with no DRS. So yeah, he's running not super low. I reckon he'd be around about 18 wing, 60. Well, what do I reckon? 14, 16, 16, 14. So I reckon.
136, 7.
Yeah. It's like watching the on a straight and then trying to guess what the wings are running. It's fun. See, I think CMP are running a little bit higher wing than what I am, so I think he's running about 16-14 area. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. He might say what he's winning.
Billy's coming onto the back street now.
He's one of my favourite drivers to watch, to be fair. One of the old boys. Been here a long time. Pretty much half the grid, have to be fair. I mean, Shredder's been here and there a couple of seasons now. Dropped out last season, come back this season. Mantic's been here for a couple of seasons. Cully's been here forever. So's Rem, so's Shaqiri. CMP's new this year. What's he done here? 35.8, P3. Obviously, Shaqiri's been here a long time. CMP's new. Hayes is brand new to the league. He's also new to really league racing as well, so nice to see some new people. Air Max been here a long time. Jeepers also. I mean, I think Jeepers has been in here as long as, and Lowe has been here as long as I have, and Torpedo. Zach is also new, and he's on to the final straight. I will say the final straight because there's some more corners, but yeah. Also, Arctic has been here, what, half season? Probably?
Yeah, just about.
So I think Zach would probably be looking at into the 36s of Shaqiri and all that, from what we've seen in testing and in well, dev, like practice sessions and stuff.
Yeah,
it is. It's a 26.2. Yeah. It's a 32.698, so it's quite as close as you're going to get to a 36.3. Low is going around this horrible left-hander in the wet. It's such a terrible left-hander.
There's so many places you can lose it on the way here.
Yeah, near enough all except the one.
Yeah.
It's literally the worst thing about this track. Oh, and Hayes is hopefully he's just letting people pass. Then there's Haas who just gets past, which is shut off. Whereas if it's staying to be full wet qualifying, you want to be looking after these inters though. You don't want to be using them too much, because if that race is wet like a dev was, that kind of screwed me over, because I used all my 3 sets of inters for that in practice, in qualifying, thinking, oh, it's only 22% in the race, and then it was wet the entire race. So, and I was like, oh, I've only got like one tyre that's like got less than 10%. Fantastic.
Just a Torpedo that hasn't come out the pitch yet.
Well, technically, he doesn't need to. The game this year does let you not actually leave the pit lane, but you kind of thingy. But I just don't like doing it because you know you could risk it one time and it doesn't do it. 39.7 though for Low. Like everyone's through anyway, so it's all good. Just like Torpedo. What if? Well, if you're looking at the race directly on the left-hand side, we have no P13, so if Torpedo does that lap, it would go 13th. We do have technically 14 cars, I think. I thought Liam said we had 13, but we actually have 14. Right. It's also in the head admin of the league counting down. Right, what's Cully doing? Oh, he's invalidating, that's what Cully's doing.
He's just getting some weight practice.
Right, who's that left for pit lane? Is that an Alpine? Oh, it was a Williams. Looks like an Alpine. 4 tenths down for him. What's low? Oh, low is oh, not so fun. So Jeebus is back out on track, and so is Air Max on outlaps. It does look like it's drying up though, so I wonder if it's going to be dry for Q2 and 3.
I can still see it's raining on screen though.
Alright, so Liam 10 minutes ago said, Jeff just said the 10 minutes till rain stops, and it has been, oh, it's 10 minutes ago, so is it going to do what Dev did though, stay like this and say basically we're not too sure what the compound is?
Just stay greasy.
Low, that's better from low, 135.926, a lot better, up to P5. Right, next cars, where's that Max to? Ooh, weather, he's having lots of fun. So it would be Air Max. Is Cully boxing or is he staying out and doing another lap? Well, if he leaves the wall alone, he might go another lap. Well then, Air Max is on the lap now, about starting. He set a 37.726, but we all know he will be in the 36s as well. We'll expect to be anyway. It is also drying up as well, so the track will be getting a bit faster. Well, that's gone. There's a wall there, mister. So Max is, I don't know if he's got damage actually. Let's have a look and see if he's got damage. No, wow. There's the Alpine of Jeebus.
Appears to be potluck in this game. You touch the wall, you might die, you might have 0 damage.
It was like Cully though, that's the point though, we're talking about that, right? Cully earlier. He hit the wall twice in that race and didn't get damage.
Yeah.
And then won the race, so sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I just retired in the pit lane, so we've pretty much only got Cully, Lowe, Sack, and Max and Jeebus on things. Well, Lowe's retired, so there you go, he's done as well. Torpedo's still not left the pit lane yet, so I don't think Torpedo's going to be leaving the pit lane now. I think we're near the end of the session, aren't we?
Yeah,
he's still got time to come out the pit, so if he hurries up. That is a Red Bull that's leading the pit lane, I believe. And it is Torpedo. So what we'll do is, once he goes to stop the lap, we'll go on board with Torpedo. We're on board with Jeebus John at the moment. Well, we're not on board, now we are. And he has boxed, so he is done from qualifying. Zach is on a lap, they're going through sector 2.
This is the point where Torpedo bins it.
I didn't say that. That's common saying. I think Torpedo had enough fun last night, let alone today. In the realistic league, guys. But as realistic isn't streamed at the moment, I can quickly give you the race results if I can find them quickly, just so you can see what was what. Right, so realistic yesterday, Michael Shue won it in the Merc, second was Waddington the Williams, Ryan Hurricane was third in the Williams, I was fourth, Zola, and fourth in the Alpine. Higgs was 5th in the Ferrari, Torpedo was 6th in the Alpine, Flavor in 7th in the Ferrari, Haas was CVT in 8th, Matrix in 9th was in the McLaren, and Fiat in 10th was in the Haas. That was a realistic race around Hungaroring, Hungary. And that was a full wet as well. So the whole weekend we've had rain in everything. So in 3 different tracks as well. So we had China, we had Miami and Hungary, and they've all been wet or rain in either a qualifying or the race. Right, so Zach went second with a 35. Well, we expected that at the beginning of the season, to be fair, because we were racing over Christmas and all that, weren't we? So Zach posted 35, 458, P2, second fast car on track. So far in Q1, but everyone's through anyway, so no one's going out.
Yeah.
Torpedo.
A lot of people won't be pushing it as much.
No, well, we know, look at the stage, there's a big person right there that's showing that he's not pushing. Jeebus John in 12th.
Absolutely.
Championship.
Smart man, not taking any risks. No point.
There's no point wasting tyres. I mean, like, Rem's done what I would do, and so's like Liam and, well, Shikari and Mantic. One lap on the inters, don't risk the inters because you might need them for the race. Yes, it's 22%. What we've seen in Dev that has been wet. Yeah, it was scheduled stop. Yeah. Still wet enough though to finish his lap though. Remember, wet to dry on inters isn't too bad. It's like the times don't drop off too much, it's when they go the other way. It's a big one.
Yeah, it essentially become soft at that point when the rubber off them.
It's only once they overheat to 100 degrees they go a bit funny, but the first like lap or so they'll be fine. That's why sometimes you'll see people run a little bit longer on the wets. There they go, 34.903, and that just says what we were on about. The inters just become softs. when it goes to dry. Until they go melting. And we are done from qualifying. So Torpedo was fastest with a 134.903 fastest lap in qualifying. But everyone was through. Arctic will have to retire again in Q2. He has to serve a qualifying ban. So now we're about to find out who is fastest, because we're going to lose 3 cars.
Max used 2 sets of inters in that session, which was strange.
Well, it's not a full wet qualifying, so it should be okay. If it's full wet qualifying and then it didn't have any rain in the race, it might have been a problem.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's going to be a dry Q2 and 3. Just waiting on Air Max to ready up so we can get into Q2. There we go. And this is where it goes into Q2 and it's still raining, even though it dried up in Q3. Q1.
No, we're dry.
As Arctic has served his ban completely now, so that is all sorted. Shikari's gone mediums, so he reckons he can get through all mediums, does he? That's going to be interesting.
Or is he psyching out his opponents by just changing to mediums in the...
There's a few of them doing it, so I got a funny feeling they would be able to do it. Some of them will be able to do it, not all of them, but some will. But Shredder's gone straight onto softs.
Shredder's boss man like that. Still a little bit wet in the track, another dry line.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. If I was in the pits now, I wouldn't be leaving for another 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So loads out on softs. Hayes is out on mediums. Shredder's out on softs. So is Mantic. Merker's just got the pits, so CMP official on the mediums as well.
Well,
Aston Martin.
Staying with that waiting.
Zach is out on mediums as well now. Now for Mayo, that's going to be Cully. He's going to be out on the softs. And Alpine's coming out of the pits, and that is probably going to be Jeebus on the mediums then. And the Red Bull's coming out too. That'll be Shikari, he'll be out on mediums probably. I don't think Torpedo will lead yet. We'll find it out. Gotta be careful though, there is a Haas about to start a lap though, so that Red Bull will have to move out of the way for it. It is Shikari, yeah, on the mediums. Yeah, you definitely tell you're struggling for grip. That's going to be that's awfully close to being invalidated. Got away with that because he left it off a little bit. So on laps now are Lowe, Hayes and Shredder are all on laps with Mantic as well. CMP's also just started. Zach will just be starting one as well as Cully. Will all be starting laps now. I mean, it's like that chicane though, I mean, you've got to literally attack it so hard.
Yep.
And then ride all the curves, you can't. That's how I found last. I mean, I basically found like 3 tenths today by just literally sending it through there and just stop trying to be too scared of going through there. I find it very similar to Castle, where you just got to full send it. And
yeah, you got to be brave at Castle. Get it tend to be more likely to crash if you're nervous at it. You miss
So
a good zone.
Shredder, 128.946. First lap set on the board, and Hayes is going to be next car set lap time, but he'll be on. No, it's not. It's going to be low. I've gone to wrong McLaren. There's two of them together here. So first McLaren of low, about set lap time on the soft compound. It's going to be a 30.467. Now we go down on the Hayes. He'll be the next car set lap time, but on the mediums, so he'll probably be in the 30s as well. I would have thought on the mediums. Maybe a 29. It's going to be a 30s. Yeah, 30.6 for him. Mantic 29.273. I don't see a 29. Maybe it's. I don't know if a 29 is going to get through here. 29.895 for CMP in the Mercedes.
Right.
What was that?
29.6.
P3.
Clearly
This car will be 28 or 29.3 as well. 1/10 behind Mantic. That's a hell of a lap then. For the Shikari, I don't think it's an Alpine, which is going to be Jeebus and Jeebus and Shikari. Saying that, I think Jeebus is going to be the 29s on the mediums as well. Yeah, 29.8 P5. I don't know if the medium. They all go mediums, and yeah, it might get through, but I don't know if they're going to be able to risk it because it's going to be. Someone's going to go soft and it's just going to be a chain reaction for the entire field. Shikari P4 109, 129 439.
Good luck
if you
mediums up.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a low MX aren't like that. So outlap for MX, Pelly, Rem and Torpedo leave the pit lane.
So Air Max is on the mediums as well.
Yeah, so you got to expect Hayes to go to softs now. CMP's going to probably have to go to softs, and then Jeebus is probably going to have to, and then Jeebus going to have to, Zach's going to have to, and then you're going to have to see then you're probably going to see Liam go as well, Shikari. I'm actually surprised.
Only got 3 drivers going out, remember, so...
Yeah, the track's going to ramp up though, it's going to get drier. Faster. All those cars that just put past Air Max are all boxing, I would have thought.
And that's where they'll have the advantage going to mediums first because they'll save the softs for Q3. He's going to have to set 2 laps anyway.
It depends though, because they could have. You don't know. They don't know really what tyre strat they'd pick because if they pick the softer compound, they could have all 4 sets of softs. Well, they could have 5 sets of softs. If they pick the medium ones where they get 2 sets of or 1 set of mediums and 4 sets of softs, or they could do the 1 set of hards, 1 set of mediums and 3 sets of softs. So.
Yeah.
I don't know 100% what they've all picked for tyre compound strat. I would have thought that most of them would have put the balance around here. But then saying that I put the harder compound in next week because it's short qualifying, so. Air Max then. Go on that through sector 1 and sector 2. Let's see how aggressive he is in that corner. Oh, he's not aggressive there.
Laps.
Yeah, so Pelly, Rem and Torpedo all out the pits now. Torpedo was the first car out as well, so we will go on board with him in a second. Also, Hayes just got the pits on the softs. I think you're going to need to be in the 28s on those mediums to get through. Or mediums, in my opinion. I don't know if a mid 29 is going to get through. And that's a 30.6. That's that is not going to be quick enough at all. Right, Torpedo's just started his lap then through sector 1. This lovely little left-hander that's like easy to drive around.
The apex just keeps on going. You think they're getting to the end of it, and it just keeps going down.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are going to leave the door open on that corner though. But somebody does.
Rem's out in the softs, we'll see how long it takes him to crash.
Yeah, Pelly as well, it's also out on softs as well, so I think Rem's out in front of Pelly. So yeah, Rem's on the fast left hander. Oh, that's not a great chicane there. So Torpedo is going to be in the 30s on the mediums as well. In P8, 130.328. Right then, this is where we're going to find out now. The track's wrapped up. Rem and Pelly are both out on track on the soft compound. And it's now been dry for about 10 minutes now, so... yeah, bone dry now. Let's see what the laps are really going to come into now. Rubber's going to start getting put on the ground. Maybe a 29, no, I think. 29 flat, P2 for Rem. What about Pelly? Yeah, I think Pelly's going to be in the 28s. He is. Oh, no, 29.1. And now it's Hayes is the next car that's at lap time if he's on a lap. He is. He's 8/10 up. Still not going to be enough, I don't think.
Zach's going to the pits too.
At the moment, Hayes is on for a 29.8, so he needs to probably be a low 29 to have any chance to go through.
I don't think he's going to beat that.
I think he is, you know. He's going to. Oh no, there is a 39.6, yeah. P8 might not be enough. Have to see. Next car to set lap time, I believe, is Zach. That one there.
You'd expect Torpedo to come back in and get some softs and go back out and beat that.
Yeah, the problem is, I say that's still the. Well, for Torpedo, that's not a great lap on those mediums. So you would have been open probably to be a mid 29 to be with, well, say with Shaqiri and all that, because there's not. I think he's a little bit slower than Shaqiri, but not that much.
Zach's half a second up in his time at the moment, going to the last corner.
Yeah, and this will be into 28s as it stands by the looks of things.
Yeah.
It is a 28.9 fast lap so far. I'll tell you, the track's ramping right up now. People that box it going in the pits now and they're in laps are going to have a chance to go out again. Fast about it. Right, AlphaTauri, is that the AlphaTauri going in the pits or on lap? It is Pelly going in the pits. Hayes is also out on track, but he's also boxing, so I think it is is it Air Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on Air Max now.
Yeah, Max and Jeebus, John both and Cooley all in the laps.
Yeah, so say it's Air Max and Jeebus and Cooley by the looking things. Oh no, Jeebus letting Cooley go, so that will change. Oh, what's happened? Is Hayes having fun over here? Oh, he's run out of fuel. I was about to say.
A 128.3 was the pole in XT. So, need the track to warm up a bit before we get to that.
Yeah, I mean it's short quality as well, so you'll see it be quite comfortably, I think.
Yeah.
By the time we get into Q3. So Hayes is done, so I think his qualifying might be over. Well, his qualifying might be over. It is over. I think he might also be out completely. I don't think that 29.6 is going to get through.
Anyone else who wants to settle up, they need to go now. 1 minute at a time.
The track's only going to get quicker now.
Surprised to see a low Torpedo and CMP still in the pits. Although I can see a Red Bull and Mercedes coming out just now.
Yeah, there's the McLaren we can't know. There's no McLaren left yet, so we need to move on. We need to leave within like about 2 minutes, well 1 minute 50 I think is like the area.
That's
what's going on between watching the map then? I was watching a Red Bull and a Mercedes having fun there. But
yeah.
Lowe hasn't left the pit lane. I think Lowe might be out here.
Yep.
He's still got time at the moment, but he needs to be moving. That might help his teammate.
Air Max coming down the last straight.
Let's see what he's going to do now. At the moment, his best lap times are 30.654, but what's that on medium compound tyres? You would expect him to be a low 29. Or at least a mid 29 on meat on the sauce. We would expect a lot better, to be fair. Yeah, there you go. 29.355 P6.
Jesus,
yeah, could be so. He was next car? Yeah. It's also got
Yeah,
Haas in
Jeebus
front of
should
him on the lap
comfortably
as well. We get a little bit of a slipstream from the Haas in front. And it's going to move into P3, 128.959. Cooley!
Doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve, no, he stays in 8th, so at the moment he's going to be on the border soon. Rem is the next car to set lap time, but I think he's just on an out lap. He's about to start a lap.
Yeah, he's doing a double white lap.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, no,
It's done that glitch where it's gone the third sector. Where it's said he's on a hot lap, but not. So yeah, it's done the same thing with CMP with a lap, I think. No. I hate it when the game does that because they're saying they're on the hot laps now, but it's actually their out laps and they've just started.
Yeah.
It does that through Q3 sector 3.
Shakira 7 pins up in sector 2.
I'm trying to work out which one. I think Shakira is on the lap. Shakira's always gone fastest, 28.5. That's more like it.
And Romantic
P1
2 tenths up.
Yeah, Romantic. Well, just on 3 actually, so it's going to be the 28s as well. Is it going to be 28.7? Oh no, he lost time. 2 tenths up though, so it's a 29 flat. P6. That's now starting to put Cooley in problems.
So there's 1 tenth up.
He won't go fastest on the stands, but he would jump above Zach. Oh, that's a lot of curb that he rode, and that lost a lot of time. Yeah, he's lost time on the curb, and that is.
Still, he's not going to improve either.
That's probably going to be Cooley out of qualifying, but we'll have to see what CMP. We're going to run on board with CMP and Torpedo because they're the ones in danger zones at the moment. Low is out of qualifying, so is Arctic with a polyban. Is Hayes going to get knocked out? They're all safe though, aren't they? So it's only Hayes and Cooley that are in trouble. No, actually, it's only Hayes is in trouble actually because Cooley can't get knocked down. Actually,
CMP's coming round.
Yeah, he can, so I'm on that. Yes, CMP goes 8th with a 29.294, so that knocks out Hayes. Does Torpedo knock out Cooley? Yes, he does.
Yes, he has.
So Torpedo goes into 8th with a 129.179. Cooley goes out in 11th. Hayes is out in 12th, and 13th is Low. 14th is Arctic. Both McLarens out in Q2. Sounds familiar.
The only X3 driver to make it through to Q3. So he's top 4, well, yeah, so he's top 4 in X3, so yeah, he's through. And we're just waiting for Mantic's car to get into the garage, and then we're going to Q3, where we will find out who will be on pole and who will get the extra championship point for pole. It could be vital if it is Pelly or Jeebus John. At the moment, at the moment, it is not looking like Jeebus or Pelly. Pelly might have it, but it doesn't look like Jeebus will actually be fine for pole, but we'll see. You may have more than tank though.
That's what I'm saying, we'll find out. There's no sandbagging now in Q3. Not the Ferrari strap. So, Shakiri, Pelly, Zach Racing, Shredder, Jeebus John, Rem, Mantic, Torpedo, CMP and Air Max will be fighting out in Q3 for pole position on obviously the top 10 for the start of the race. Cooley, Hayes, Low and Arctic are out of qualifying for 11, 12 and 13 and 14. That's where they will start for the race. Right then. Well, that tells me exactly what CMP has picked in his tyre compound. He picked the hard strategy course, so he's got 2 sets of, well, for the race-wise, he's got 2 sets of hard, 2 sets of mediums.
and 2 sets of softs. So it's telling me that CMP only has 1 set of softs left, so he may do his first run on the hard compound tyres, which he is. Let's ride the first car out on track again, and followed closely by Mantic by looking things. Yeah. And there's a from Red Bull, which would be Shikari probably. Yeah, Shikari's out as well. So is CMP, as we were on board with, and I believe that'll be Air Max. Yeah. So shred up the first car again. CMP is on hard compound tyres, so he'll be looking probably going to be in the range of the 30s on those hards. Everyone else will be looking around about the 28s or the low 29s. Pretty much going to see a range probably of a low 28, maybe a 27, if someone gets it perfectly right for them. Or a low 20, well, between we're looking for softs, will be a low 28, maybe a 27 to a low 29. You may see one that's a high mid 29 as well. Only 2 cars left in the grid in the pit slope, Torpedo and Zach.
Schrader's going to be the first one to set a lap here.
Yeah, that's that one now. And they'll be looking for a low 28 if he can get it, or at least a mid 28. That's invalidated. That's just waiting a set of softs now. That's 1 set of softs gone. So Shikari will be the next car. Well, will be the first car now to set a lap time as long as he doesn't invalidate. The problem is around here as well. The softs burn up really fast. So tyre deck around here is awful for the softs. So, I mean, Shredder might have to try and do another lap, well, pretty much a lap on old set of softs, just to have a backup lap. Or he could still one hit and hope it's good enough.
GMP and Mantic virtually on top of each other in the last straight.
The problem is for CMP though, yeah, he's on hard tyres and Mantic stuck behind him. Well, really, that's going to be the car behind's fault for that, really, because we didn't need a gap.
He's going to let Mantic pass though.
So 29.283 for Shikari, that isn't as good as what he was hoping for. Mantic 29.2, and then a 32.231 for CMP, but he did obviously let Mantic pass, so that'd be why that's not as fast as what he thought it would be. There you go, a 29.232 for Air Max.
Next.
Where is the 28s? Because I say we're in 28s in Q2, that's a surprise.
Might be about to see it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that like Shikari didn't get it, to be fair. He hit a 28.3 in the last session, now he's in the 29s. 28.2, and that's going to be the fastest lap so far this qualifying session.
Next.
Jeebus, so you going to pressure it as well? No, it's a 28.7, it's 5 tenths off. That's very interesting. Is that gap going to be a 5-point gap? Rem, low 29 flat. I mean, Rem put a 29 flat in our P3. And that is everyone that's on laps, that have done laps now. Shredder is on the out lap again. He's going to hopefully doesn't invalidate this time. So lap time, he's going to say if he hurries up about it, he might be able to get back in the pits and do a lap, get back in the pits, and then thingy, but close. Zach's also in the pit lane, so they're on out laps as well in the Aston. And Torpedo is the only car that has not left the pit lane, so it tells me he's got 1 set of softs left, or he's saving a set. I've got a funny feeling it's probably only 1 set left. Double check it is a 5-point gap if Pelly gets pulled. If Pelly gets pulled, yeah, it would be a 5-point gap. Hi Alpine, how you doing? Wait a minute, I want to check something in a second actually. Have we actually got gamer tags above people's names now? No. Just want to check something. No. Right. I was hoping at one point they were going to fix that, but they still haven't fixed it, so... Got it selected on, but we still haven't got the gamer tags above the red or the tag names. Right, so Shredder on the lap now. Validated his first run. We're going to try and do another run now. And Zach is just going to the final 2 corners to start his hot lap as well. CMP still going around, so I wonder if he hasn't got any tyres left. That's invalidated again from Shredder. He's in trouble now. He's got a tough time in the box again, but that is not good. He's in serious trouble now. I don't know if he's got any tyres left. And now that was awfully close for Zach to invalidate the same corner. That's interesting though, they're actually invalidating on the corner before the left-hander, whereas I was actually expecting people to invalidate him.
The left-handers are a bit easier to invalidate on and just drift too wide. Yeah, everyone but Shredder and Zach back in the pits now.
I think CMP must have another set of softs, so I'm pretty sure he would have. Which is how old they are.
Yeah, he used 2 sets of softs in Q2.
Did he? Okay, right. So the problem is, because he's used the hards here, I can tell you exactly what tyres he's got. Oh, Zach's been kicked. And he was on a lap. No, he's been kicked. He was on a lap as well. So that is not good for him. He needs to try and get in the lobby within the next couple of minutes, otherwise he's not going to be able to set a lap time. But yeah, so I think, yeah, so CMP basically picked the harder compound tyres to start off with. So he's got 1 set of mediums, 1 set of hards, and 3 sets of softs in qualifying. So he'll have the last set of softs that you get in Q3, the ones that you throw away.
Yep.
The ones on the far right are always the ones you throw away. So that's the set of softs he's got now. I would have thought. So we're now down to pretty much 1 lap runs. That's it. And you can't do any more than 1 lap now. Well, you can back-to-back thingies, but
It's going to be a busy track though. Everyone coming out at the same time.
Well, track evolution stops at 5 minutes, so the track won't ramp up anymore now. So this is the fastest the track will be. Is now.
We've got
And there we go. Shredder's out again, and yeah, Shakira's come out, and Williams. That will be Air Max.
Air Max.
Well, they're all coming out together. There you go. The Red Bull there as well, and then Rem, I take it. Yeah, Rem and Shikari, sorry, and an Alpine. That's probably Mantic or Jeebus. Jeebus or
Shredder's
Mantic? It's
validated
Mantic.
twice.
Yeah, it's Mantic.
Would you
No,
like to
Williams,
set
sorry.
this one?
Yeah, Shredder's the one that's a big surprise right now. Torpedo's still not left the pit lane yet. Zach has also been kicked from the lobby. I'll see if I can... Let's pause a second. I'm waiting for people to come in anyway, so... On laps, let me go and see if I can find Zach. Where are you? There. I'm going to invite you back in.
Softs.
Right, invite Zach back in. Because he's a PC player, we have to do it that way.
Bailey's out as well.
Zach's back in, so that's good. I don't know if he's got enough time to do a lap, but he's back in the lobby. Vieri's up in... Well, he's got loaded to the session, so he might have enough time to come in awfully close.
Zach is gamer killer, isn't he? On EA. Is
He's
Zach
back in.
username game? Aye.
Yeah, he's back in now as well. Yeah, he's rejoined Zach Racing. His thingy on EA is a gamer killer or something.
Yeah.
And it's just flashed now then, so he's back in the lobby. There's a little flash for some reason when the PC guys join the lobbies. The actual the grid thing on the left hand side, what do you call it? Yeah. Timing board, that's the one. It flashes.
Zach's not going to get out in time.
No, it doesn't look like it. Well, so who was actually the first car set lapped here? I was actually looking.
Shredder.
Shredder then Shikari, yeah. Shikari.
Shakira said.
Yeah, you just see him just behind him. There you go. There he is. Hi.
He's going to catch him before the end of the lap. He's going to...
Red Bull, Rem's gone.
Rem's
Rem
dead.
has gone. And there's an Alpine coming. Let's see if we can find him.
Let's
Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it? It's on the right hand side.
Called it.
Can't park there, sir. It's so easy to do though, it's so easy. That corner, catch the inside or the outside curve a little bit too much throttle. There you go. But at least he set a half decent lap. Well, a decent lap, isn't it? It's not super fast, but it's a decent lap.
Shakira's going to get a little bit of a toe here. Just straight. Not a lot, but could be enough.
I'm surprised right now though, because I would be in second right now, these lap times. So Shredder doesn't do anything. 29, 3, 5, 6. Shikari, pole position so far, 28-1. Pelly now under pressure to set a lap time that's going to beat that to be on pole position. Or Jeebus John, we're well on board with Jeebus John because he's fighting for the championship with Pelly. We need to watch these two.
Mantic's just about to say his. Looks like he's going to be the 28.
Mantic goes to third.
5.
Yeah, Jeebus moves down to 4 now. Really, Jeebus needs to make sure he's on.
Over 27s.
No, he goes to third though, 28.480. Goes to third, so now the Pelly. Where is Pelly? There's Pelly, and Pelly is down by half a tenth. Can he find anything down the final straight and the last 3 corners?
CMP went 5th, 28.6.
Decent lap there, 26, yeah, 100%. That's what I was doing earlier next week. Pelly, do you go pole or not? He does go pole by 7 thousandths of a second.
Oh, Torpedo invalidated, so he will not set a time at all.
Oh, you're starting 10th position with Torpedo. That's the problem. Oh, he overshot that corner too. So he is done. Well done, and I think that is it. Yeah, that's it. So Pelly's on pole, and now we'll have a 5-point gap between him and Jeebus John in the championship. With this is also the final last race of the season, so Pelly has now, well, pretty much, Jeebus now knows he has got to either, well, pretty much needs to be at least 1 car if it's in the top podium positions, or at least 2 cars in front position-wise of Pelly.
You need Spell to have a rough one.
It's X2. Anything can happen. Pelly could get walloped at turn 1 and end up still winning the race because anything can happen here. Right, and so Pelly's on pole, as we said, with 5-point gap now in the championship. Gets it by 7,000 seconds on Shikari. In second, Jeebus just behind, 3/10. Well, it's just behind, but I say 3/10 behind, but it is just behind in third. 4th is Mantic, 5 is CMP, 6 is Rem. He crashed out of qualifying at the end, so he didn't really get a chance to do another run. Max is 7, 8 in Shredder, invalidated 2 laps before that lap, so he's obviously on an old set of softs that was, so that's why he'd be that far back. Zach was kicked out on his hot lap, so that's why he is in 9th without a lap, and Torpedo invalidated his one and only run, and that's why he'll start in 10th.
A good luck there from Mantic, future X2.
Maybe. We'll have to see next season. So we'll give you the driver standings in a second. And the constructors once we get onto the grid.
That is a nice looking track, Miami, isn't it? With all the infrastructure around.
To be fair, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like this track, I don't like this track. I'm not going, I like this track. This isn't, to me, it's not a bad track. The chicane is the problem.
It's that one sector that people hate,
Yeah.
but it makes the track. It makes the part of the track that's technical. It's not going to all flat out. So I
Yeah.
can see why people don't like it because of some of the corners are a bit, wishy-washy sort of thing. But like, if it was the same car dynamics to like 2 years ago, this track would be beautiful.
I'd say it's got similarities to Monza with kind of one really bad corner or chicane, and then a few really flat out straights.
Just trying to think of another circuit that might be similar.
Spain.
Maybe Spain, yeah, but now they're saying that the new Spain track was changed now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they've got
Because
rid of
that last chicane is no longer there. It's just a big sweeping right-hander now, isn't it? So
Yeah.
they're doing the MotoGP circuit. So just trying to think. I mean, Monza, yes, because you've got Ascari, but then you've got two other chicanes in there that can cause problems.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can't compare it to the Austin because Austin is just a different breed because there's so many hairpins
Yeah.
and stuff on it, so it's not even. And Mexico, no, 'cause it's got
Too many S's.
Yeah. So it's an interesting track. Well then, X2 Championship standings for drivers. Well, we'll do teams first actually, so because we already know it's wrapped up out the way. Alpine won and dusted. Alpine win it with they got 425 points in P1. Second is Red Bull with 288, sorry, in second, and then Alfa Romeos are in third with 559. Haas in four with 400? No, 243. AlphaTauri in five with 242. So there is a Haas and AlphaTauri fight for fourth, and also if they have a good result against the Alfa Romeos, they could jump into the third. Ferraris are in sixth with 116. Seventh is Williams with 194. Mercedes are in 8 with 193. Aston in 9 with 148. And McLaren in 10 with 129. But both McLarens are here though. So, and there is an Aston as well. So it could be interesting to see what happens there. So there is a few fights for the constructors. You've got McLaren and Aston fighting, and then you've got Williams and Mercedes fighting with 1 point separating them. If Ferraris have a good run today, they could literally jump all the way up to third if they have a really good run.
Yeah, there's only one driver for
Alfa
third,
Romeo.
fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, and they're saying
So-
they are 43 points behind, so it would result in both of them needing to be up there, like literally 1 and 2, but they could jump a lot of places, at least a couple, if they're a good result. And obviously then you've got Taris fighting with Haas, 1 point separating them, and then Alfa Romeo just 16 points in front of that, so there's some fights in the constructors, for pride, but not for anything else, but for pride. Right then.
Yeah, not that many fights in the drivers though.
No, there's not drivers, no, not really. But the big one is, it's the final race of the season. Pelly, Jeebus John separated now by 5 points. Pelly leads it with 230 points now after having polled today. Jeebus with 225. His spot in third with 153 isn't here, so that is he's not gonna get anything. But we'll say he's not gonna be beaten, he's gonna stay in third. So, but teammates, Red Bulls, fighting for 4 and 5, separated by 2 points. Torpedo leads Shikari by 2 points, 123 to 121. Shredder will not jump anybody, he'll stay in 6th. But Air Max has a good result, he could jump above Shredder if Shredder does a bad race. Young with 69 points, CMP with 68, it's just behind. Young's not here, so if any result for CMP gets, he will jump that. Also Arctic, if he has a good result, he'll maybe jump them as well. He's 21 points behind though, so he would need to have a race win. And then Rem in 43 points is just behind his teammates. So both Ferrari and Red Bull are fighting each other on the championship standings. There is 4 points separating the two Ferraris, and there is 2 points separating the Red Bulls. They are the fights, pretty much. So pretty much the fights on track are constructors with obviously between
Alpha, Haas, and Tauri.
Ferrari and Ferrari and Williams, Mercedes are all fighting, well not each other, but you know what I mean, they're like McLaren are fighting Aston, that's still a fight. We got Mercedes fighting Williams, and Ferrari are all fighting with each other with Atari. Ataris are fighting with Haas and Alfa Romeo, and both Ferrari drivers and both Red Bull drivers are fighting each other on the championship standings. I mean, yes, it's your teammate, but today the Constructors is over. So you want to beat your teammate, but surely. You can't win the Constructors or the Drivers' Championship. You want to outbeat your teammate, surely. Right. Tyres. Let's have a look at what tyres people are on. Anyone on softs? No. I was wondering if anybody might go softs just to see if the safety car come out. I mean, early safety car. I say if I was racing this race today as a reserve, I would have done softs.
Yeah, you'd take a punt on it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have gone soft and medium, just for funsies. Pelly on pole then, on the mediums, which is no big surprise. So that's what I would have done because he's going to be rapid at the start. Shikari and Jeebus, Mantic all on the hards, CMP and Rem on mediums. Air Max, Shredder, Zach, Torpedo, Coley, Hayes and Low all on the hards, and Arctic on the mediums. No surprise for Arctic though, he's going to have to try and get through this field as fast as he can. We know. Well, I know Arctic and what his pace was in qualifying. Obviously, he had a qualifying ban, but I know he would have been top 4. So I know there's going to be a Ferrari coming through. It's just whether he can keep it clean coming through and not get caught up in stuff. It's okay being fastest. You've got to be clean going through. Look at Rabago. He was okay until he got to some of the drivers and had problems with them. So
yeah. Jeebus will be hoping for a very early safety car so that Pelly doesn't drive off here.
I mean, for Jeebus John, he'll either want a safety car or if Pelly doesn't get away. As long as Pelly doesn't go too far away, he'll be fine. But if he goes too far away, then he wants to stay there. But doesn't want a late safety car either. 5 lights, final race of the season from Miami, USA, and we're on the way. Pelly leads it. We want to try and get turn 1 if we can get turn 1. Good start for CMP though. He's flying at turn. Look at that. Oh, he's just got contact. Yeah. CMP, I think, he's just turned in on a load of cars. Yeah. That good start from CMP. I think he might be in trouble now from the stewards for that turn 1.
Looks like everyone else has got going.
I don't know who's been caught up in that, but it looks like Shikari's been caught up in that. Doesn't look like he's got damage. I don't know if anyone's got damage, but he's going to have to look at, trying to see if anyone's got damage.
John's lost out in that the worst. He's down in 9th place, I think. Right.
Yeah, all the drivers are the only person that we didn't really want to get taken out, and this was him. And I think as he got damaged, left end plate. No, he hasn't. I don't know. He hasn't. No. Okay. Right, but leave for the race. There's been a little bit of contact between Air Max and Shredder. They've had a great start after that incident at turn 1. But actually, what I'll do is, because I've had it on stream, I will clip turn 1 here actually, because we had an aerial view of that, so we had a perfect view of it. Absolutely perfect. After the first lap, and see if anyone boxes with damage, and then we'll look at what people have gained and lost at the start of the race at turn 1, well, lap 1. There's a few fights at track. There's loads of fights. Colley's got past Torpedo. I mean, I think Hayes has lost out a lot. Oh, Rem, what's happened?
He's remmed that.
Has he missed the break in, or has he just gone? Oh, he's got from wing damage from right and belly. Yeah. I wonder if he was caught up in a start.
2 Ferraris and a Red Bull, Torpedo, Arctic and Rem all on the pitch with damage.
That start could not have gone any better for Pelly. All the drivers on the grid, Pelly is the only one now, right now, is absolutely loving life. 3 seconds clear, on obviously on the faster compound tyre, but the people behind him, yes, Shredder is fast, but Air Max isn't as fast as what like Shikari or Jeebus are. So that's the big one. Oh, Zach and I believe that's Air Max fighting for 3 and 4. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I want that one. That's the one.
Bailey's just got to hope he doesn't get any safety. Pretty good. Punch up again. Oh, Zach's getting ahead. Oh, that's a tight corner to be racing in. Did well to avoid collisions there.
Oh, something's
Oh,
happened to the
Lowe's
back.
out.
Low's gone.
Lowe's
What else
gone.
happened to Low? I can't see. Safety car deployed. Where has he gone to? I know he's gone,
Just
so I mean, I
after the
just want to
chicane.
see how he's gone there. I don't know if he was it. Was he it?
Yeah,
I wonder if he's...
just coming round to it just now.
Where's he
Yep,
got?
car
Oh, I was
just
hoping to
going
see where
over.
his car is.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's
right on
done
the
that.
apex.
Oh, I did that in X and A practice when I went back in the beginning of the season. He's just turned in
He's
too
just
early.
clipped.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
turned in too early, caught the back end curve, bang.
lucky for Lowe. In his last race
Mate,
of
his
the season.
season,
So,
just, yeah, no
This is a tough
season
one.
this year, just bin it. Bin it and move on. Because it's literally a
This is-
season he wants to forget.
yeah. This is playing at the Jeeves John's hands though. It brings the pack closer.
It's a virtual though, not a full, so it's not going to help him a lot. It's only a
Oh,
virtual.
what's that?
And then we've got the virtual out, DRS back enabled, we're back underway.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know. There you go. Right, Pelly is the
Oh,
only
Mantic
car.
at the wall.
Mantic, there's a
Mantic at
big
the
wall
wall,
there.
nice
Those
start.
white things you leave alone. They're white
He's
and
got
grey.
damage for sure.
No, he hasn't. How? This
He
track is
had the
really
wall hard.
weird. I'll tell you now. Ooh, this game is really weird. Not this game. This track is weird because we've had it now where multiple people have hit the wall solidly and no damage. We've also had people tap the wall and dead. Right, Shredder up 6 places.
P4.
Air Max up 4. Sorry, what was that?
P4 to P8 all within about a second.
Yeah.
To 2 seconds each other.
So Zach Racing also up 4 places, Arctic up 3, and then you've got Hayes up 2, same as Cully, and up 1 is CMP, down 4 is Jakari, Jeebus, Mantic, and down 7 is Rem, and down 2 is Torpedo. But there's so much of this race to go, that is not over. Rem maybe down that far back, it ain't over.
With X2 this season, you don't really know who's going to be up front until about the last 6-7 laps of the race.
Shikari and Jeebus John, I think Shikari did not fight Jeebus John there. Well, has Shikari got damage? He looks like he has
He's
damage.
going slower.
Or is he struggling on those
Mantic
hards?
all over him. Can't see any damage in his wing.
Arctic 131.968, fast lap so far.
He's quite far behind. Even he's 10. Oh, Zach run wide there. Will Jeebus take advantage? It's just a part of the track you just can't really overtake him. Bailey's just quite comfortable at the moment. Just settling into his own race.
Yeah. Pelly, fast lap 131.735. I mean, we were on board. I'm just trying to see if there's any other fights with really on board, but really there's only Mantic and Shikari fights to fight on track. Then you've got Zach and Jeebus all on this train behind CMP official. On the mediums, these are on hard though, that's the problem. They've got to wait another 3 or 4 laps until those mediums really start to suffer a little bit more.
And Jeebus is just going to sit back here and just not be too silly.
Dead. Oh no,
Oh.
Hayes. I was about to say, is one just gone? It is Hayes. So the other McLaren, no front wing. McLaren's and Ferrari's
Yep.
days are fantastic right now. It's not Bono my tyres for Hayes, it's Bono my wing. I ain't got one. Well, I'll tell you one thing though, right? No one's going to beat him in a straight line. He's got more than a 0 front wing, he's got negative front wing. There's no, literally everyone's about getting nearly over a second to separate, and the only person that's within a second is Jeebus of anyone else on the track.
Yeah. CMP starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, he will. Oi,
Oh,
bye! There goes
Zach's
Zach.
gone round.
There is a wall for Zach, and he's gonna have to wait there.
Yeah.
Someone's boxed. Well, now he can't. In the pits, Shikari, Mantic, and that is that damage that I've been saying that they think they have. Red Bull in the pits. Does he have damage? Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they did.
Kelly's going to
Mantic.
take advantage for this. P16 was up to.
And Mantic also a front wing. I wonder if they must have missed that Zach, but I don't. They should have enough time to react, surely. We'll see though. I don't know. I would have thought they had enough time to react because it wasn't. They were a couple of seconds behind it, but we'll see.
Shikari and Torpedo going side by side. Into turn 3. Torpedo go move ahead. Shikari needing to warm his tyres up a bit.
Yeah, if you want to see what happened at turn 1 at the start of the race, it is in admin. It will be need to be reported for them. Right then, Red Bull on Red Bull. This is what we wanted to see. Because they are separated by 2 points in the championship and they're fighting for 9th and 10th.
Yeah, that's not great at turn 1. That's just turning and ignoring people on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not. I think. No offense to CMP, but he's in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Red Bull, Shikari, past Torpedo. Torpedo didn't even intend to fight that. He'd let him pass. And Zach is also in the pit lane, and he's an Aston Martin. And wait, why is the Red Bull? All the pit crews are out.
Oh, it's drive. Has he broke his wing again? He has.
He has. I wonder, did he box when he broke it? I don't know if he boxed. I don't think he boxed when he broke it.
He did, but he maybe forgot to put on the.
Bloody game.
Change the wing.
The game. If you've only got a yellow one, it doesn't fix it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, game. I mean,
The wrong default
it's literally the wrong. The game is so bad for that. Right, Torpedo is on the back of Shikari, but Jeebus is on the back of CMP now, and he's raining on him. So, and it's got very cloudy. Is it me or has it got darker?
Yeah, it's definitely getting dark. Yeah, 100% getting darker.
Please rain.
Oh,
Please rain. I want it to make it. I love races where it goes wet, dry, wet. I love it. It's great.
Yeah. See who makes the right decision.
Yeah. Not when I'm driving. I hate it when I'm racing.
No. Second guess yourself.
Oh yeah, look at me and Dev yesterday. I got it all wrong. Well, actually didn't. I got the first call right, then got the rest of it completely wrong. The Jewish John has lost the game. But it seems to be faster in the second sector, but then loses down the third sector. So I think CMP might be running a little bit lower wing than what Jeebus is.
Yeah. He seems to take away from them in the straights.
Saying that the mediums will still be in range of tyres, won't they? They won't be bad yet. Give them a couple more laps, he'll start to be. There we go. See, Jeebus John's now reading him in a little bit more. Shikari 131, 690. Last level race.
He's about to lose him now, I think. Unless he's not using his DNS. Yeah, you can see CMP just slowly pull away from him.
If you look at CMP as well, he's flashing. So Jeebus don't really lose a lot though. I mean, if I was Jeebus now, I'd only use about 3 or 4% of battery down these two straights because he doesn't need to push too hard. Just stay in range of him and get the toe. Torpedo has had an incident. No front wing.
He's got no wing.
He's now the fastest car on track.
A nightmare for Torpedo today. He'll go right to the back of the grid.
Yeah, like we said, we've got 20 laps to go. Oh, Jeebus slipped at the bottom of that just before the DRS straight, so he's going to lose a little bit of time there. He's only about 3 or 4 tenths there.
Yep, he'll have to wait till the next lap when they come out.
So I think Torpedo's going to have to go through the hardest part of the track with no front wing, which is what he's just going through. Hello, no front wing up here. To be fair, he didn't take it too bad. I mean, I did do it I did try.
He's actually closed on Mantic a little bit.
Yeah, to be fair, legit, I did do 0-0 wings in a bit of practice the other day, and I was about 4/10 slower than what I would have been with a higher wing, so you can do it. It's just, I don't know if I would want to try and do it with like this, because obviously, with the way the rules are, no front wing, in real life you'd be black and white flag and get in the pits. Alright,
That's part of the track Jeepus reeled them in. Yeah, CMP definitely running lower wings.
There's also on medium as well. I mean, we haven't really seen Pelly. Here's Pelly. All by myself.
I think Jeepus will make a move from the back straight here. He's within range.
Yeah, but how much battery has CMP got?
40%.
Only 16%, so yeah, so Jeebus has got 41%. But
CMP's in it now.
yeah, and so is Jeebus, but he's not going to be close enough this lap.
Yep.
What are you doing, Waldo? Your race was long then, wasn't it? What happened to you?
Somebody died.
It sounds like somebody might have died, because he had a league race at 8, so what happened? Who died? Well, you did.
Who did?
Don't worry. Low also died.
You seen the
Oh, you did say
checkered flag?
tonight. How long was the race? Oh, it's that one you don't do quali, do you? You do the quali day before, innit? I think is that the one you just do the race on a Sunday? You do quali on a Saturday. Oh, Cully in the
What?
pits on
Cully's in
the
the
on the
pit.
hard, so you've got a broken front wing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the killer we know and love.
Yeah, that's more like it. Alright, okay. Was it 25% race then? It must be 25% race. Hello, it's Jeebus on CMP, outside. Got it. You should have it easily. More
Yeah.
DRS, more ERS, and has DRS. See you later. Bye bye.
Now he just needs to reel in
Short
here,
quality
Max.
50%. Okay. That's why then they're short quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. I thought we were doing short quality. That's why it was said we would finish at the same time. That makes more sense now. Me being an absolute moron. Right, CMP, can he fight back? No ERS though, and Jeebus doesn't have to use a lot to get clear of him. But he's coming. But not close enough.
Jeepus is just going to defend that inside line if he has to.
Doesn't need to. I mean, CMP will be boxing in a couple of laps. Well, like 4 laps.
Jeepus will just extend that to the second in the turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure CMP knows he's got a penalty coming too, so he's going to have to be smart about stuff as well.
Yeah.
This is the sort of time though, right? I wish we could be FIA and actually issue in-game penalties, because it could just do that and give him a penalty now, do it in the pits, and then that's it, done.
It'd be a great function for the game to add, where you could be a lobby host and you could spectate and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Remove penalties if you don't think they're warranted.
Yeah. Because, I mean, unfortunately for him, I think it's a pretty clear day one. Right, so at the moment, Pelly leads it, as we said, but he'll be boxing in about 4 or 5 laps time. I'm pretty sure it's lap 13 to 15 is the pit stops for the mediums to the hards. To the end. He has a 5-second gap to Shredder, so Shredder hasn't dropped off. But it doesn't matter because of where Jeebus is. But Cully...
Let's have trouble again.
Whoa, hello!
Still got his wing.
Jesus Christ, I bet he's awake now because Aston Martin barely missed him. Jesus. Black is still alive. So is Cully, amazingly. Christ.
His race suit might be a bit browner than it was before, but he's still alive.
What goes in my Red Bull then earlier?
That's why you wear the brown pants.
Yeah, not the trousers, just the brown pants. But yeah, well, we don't get a chance to see Pelly because he's not fighting with somebody. But yeah, Max, slow and
Jeebus is reeling in here, Max, quite quickly. He's gained about half a second in this lap.
The problem is, like I said, I mean, it's all going to be down to the second stint on those mediums. How much is Jeebus going to be able to get onto Pelly? he's going to need to get him and pass him. And if Pelly
Jeebus
boxes,
just needs.
the thing is, if Pelly boxes a lap earlier, he's going to force Jeebus to have to box that lap earlier as well to basically counter the undercut. Okay, they're on different strats, but you get what I mean, where they box a lap earlier to get us to the faster thing. So that means Jeebus would have to do the same. So Jeebus needs to pay attention to what Pelly does. So Pelly boxes a little bit earlier than what he would have done on normal compound. Right.
If you're Jeebus though, you want to go as late as you can in case you get a chance of a safety car and a free pit stop, though, don't you?
I mean, there is the shout, don't forget, there is always a shout on these strats that you can hear, I think you can hear as well, is to try and basically bleed out the meat hard, especially if you're on a wheel, to go to softs.
Yeah.
But the softs we know go 6 laps here, so it would be a stretch and a half. I don't know if they can do it. I know some people on the wheel can really look after the tyres, so I don't know if it's possible here. Shikari, Arctic.
Jeebus.
Oh, could he got past
just needs to
Hayes?
focus and get
Kelly
into...
is
Kelly's
in the
pitting.
pits, lap 13, so it's going to be 16 laps
Yep.
on the hards.
Jeebus just needs to focus and get into second place, so that if there's a safety car, he'll be right behind Pelly.
And Pelly's going to come out in P5. Also, Shikari, Arctic, and he has got him, so that is Shikari up to P6, and Arctic is down to 7. But for Arctic though, started in 14th, up to 7th. Shikari 131.572, fast lap of the race.
He's moving.
To be fair, right now, touch wood, we're halfway through the race, we've had 1 incident.
Yep.
From what we've seen, so...
One instant and a Cooley / Hayes who like to take off their front wings.
Well, don't forget
What was
Torpedo,
that?
don't forget
What was that,
Torpedo in that as well, Zach's done it as well.
Yeah.
Rem's done it, Zach's done it, Cooley's done it, Hayes done it, Torpedo's done it, and they've all gone Concord style. I mean, actually, Mantic's done it as well. I'm not saying that, we're talking that though, right? Everyone from 6 down has had damage.
GMP's just got a 3-second penalty for multiple track violations.
And he got that through the corners we're coming up to now, so I guarantee you he has cut the left-hander too much, or the right-hander here.
Yeah.
Probably the right-hander is more liable to do. If you're cutting the left-hander, you're looking at the wall, which is where Lowe died, because he turned in too early, back-ended the wall, straight into the left-hander in the wall, so that's how he died. Shredder into the pits, 13 laps on hard, so he thinks he can go 15 laps on the mediums.
Interesting.
CMP also in. That's an early pit
Strange
stop from
vibes.
Shredder. I would have thought it'd be another
Yeah,
lap,
very early.
because those mediums aren't great after 13 laps. Pelly was on the right strat in my opinion. He boxed where I would, well, like I said, that is the strat. It's a 13 lap 13 is the optimal strategy for the mediums. So he's gonna go a distance and a half. Oh, Liam, that it went.
Davis is going to be within DRS within a couple of laps.
He's only gained 4 tenths in 3 laps now, so he's stopped pulling in so much. 2 laps, sorry. It was 1.9, he's now 1.5. Rem's in the pits for soft.
It's the straight.
Soft. Hello. I mean, I suppose people live in Hull are built different, I suppose, going to soft and with 15 laps to go, unless it's going to go soft. Arctic on the inside of Shikari, he should have it, and it should be. Oh, no, it's not. I thought he was going to go, and no, he didn't. Just didn't have the traction out of that corner. A fair play to Shikari, holds on to it, but the problem is, if I was Arctic, I wouldn't have gone for the overtake there anyway, because you've got this thing here. Who's got more ERS? Let's have a look. So it is Arctic, and Arctic is too far back, so this is going to save. Liam with less ERS and didn't burn as much ERS as what Arctic did not gain really anything. Arctic is in the pits from 12 lap old mediums onto hards. It's got to be hard, and he's going to go hard to the end. Well then, Rem, what's soft look like then? I'm going to watch his hot lap now, because I guarantee he's going to go for the fast lap of the race. He's got full ERS, so...
But early going for fastest lap of the race though.
Oh, it's the first person to go to soft, so let's have a look.
Oh, look,
Half a
talk
control.
about, we were talking about people going Concourse style and crashing all the time. There's Asda in the chat. Hello, Asda.
A man that was used to plenty of instance.
I'm going Concourse style.
A pedo style, you mean?
Yeah. Well, he's done it as well, so the torpedo style's already gone torpedo style. He's on the hards on 7 lap old.
Yeah, Jeebus Jones just settling in now. He's not pushing too much.
He's got these actually, I think he's made a mistake. He's got the second there. We're watching a hot lap on about what? Probably about 16 laps, 17. Well, about 18 laps of fuel probably.
I think he's probably just trying to elongate his tyres and see how far he can go.
There's the one
safety car.
straight up 130.252 fast lap of race, but we know that Rem is going for fast lap of the race because he's literally just emptied 50% of his battery in this lap. So I had a funny feeling when I seen him go to soft, like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. Shikari in the
I've got a
pits.
funny feeling when I see him come around to this this corner, he's going to go into the wall. I thought he made it.
Last time you said that, he did, and he nearly went. Christ. Right, so Liam has boxed again, so he's going immediately to the end.
Haley will not want this. I'd imagine he's just going to let him pass. Yep, he is.
And
He doesn't want any of it.
That is also the de facto race lead, as Shredder has just taken the race lead. De facto, and that wasn't ending at a fast lap, but he did set his 30.618. Right though, but this...
Unlikely Shredder will go at the end though.
I reckon he probably
If he does,
will,
he'll be dead.
but yeah, they're going to be struggling at the end, but I think he'll still be there. But yeah, so, ooh, hello. It's like when you're watching people and there's no fights on track, I like to try and go to either the people at the front that we haven't seen before or the ones at the back, because they never get to see the telly. Whoever watches people at the back that have crashed. There's nothing else to watch, maybe we'll go and see them, say hello.
Jeebus Jordan pitting.
Yeah, it's 15 lap old, but so that's right, because 12 laps to 13 lap, well, it would be 13 laps on the mediums, which is correct. That's the right start. So,
Wonder if he's going to get the undercut on your Max.
Jeebus John has now pretty much just matched the same strategy as what Pelly did, but they've just basically done the opposite way of doing it. One went medium hard, one went hard medium.
But that's off if he wants to stay
Yeah,
here.
but Jeebus needs to come out in front of CMP, and he does comfortably. So he is 14 seconds behind Pelly, but I can't see him getting that back. Right, Mantic's in for a set of mediums as well. Rem's on the back of Torpedo. This is softs against hards as well. Which fight do we go and watch? Where are they? Where's the other Ferrari going through there? So they shouldn't be overtaken there, I don't think. Maybe turn 1?
Ferrari versus Red Bull twice.
Wait, what's happened? Oh, hey, he's in the pits. I was about to say, what's happened there? Oh, he's hit him. Rems is on the back of Torpedo. Gives him position, lets him hold it. But yeah, it cost him a little bit of time though. So it's not going to matter too much for Torpedo, but still costing time. A little bit too deep on those brakes for Rem and taps the back end of Torpedo. Doesn't look like any damage. And Shikari, hello.
Yep, yeah, Max will take
Here we
that
go.
now.
Too wide for chicane.
Someone's
Someone's cut the corner. Shikari cuts the corner
Jeebus.
and does forfeit the position for gaining the advantage. And we'll try it and come back straight at him. So Torpedo, so Shikari does the right thing there, where he cut the corner but then let off and let active Arctic through, and then Arctic moves over to let Shikari through.
Yeah, Max stays in front of Jeebus. That's going to hold Jeebus up.
And then this is where the overtake for Rem, and Torpedo's probably going to come.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Torpedo's emptied his battery by the looks of it.
And so Rem only had 14%. I'm now going surprised he didn't actually get to the actual Aston without the thingy, really. And so Rem, as we all know, he's got a box again. It's just whether he can go
for like lap. Well, he's got actually. I don't think he goes to the end. I mean, I've watched him try. He might be.
2:23.
Yeah, I think he's on the box at
Go
lap
softs
22,
again.
23 and go softs again. Yeah. Probably guaranteed a point nearly. When he fast lap outside. Yeah, the problem is for Remy, he hasn't raced for a few, well, he's raced here and there for a couple of races here and there, but not, like, actually played the game to practice or anything, so.
Closest battle is Red Bull and Ferrari.
Still Arctic and Shikari. And Jeebus has come out about 3.4 seconds behind Air Max after Air Max is boxed, so he will have to contend with Air Max still.
Arctic's just not managing his battery well enough to make the move.
He's going to have to counter it right now, because there's not really anything going on right now. The championship fight was between Pelly and Jeebus. Right now, it is all over. There is no fight whatsoever right now. Shredder. Well, Pelly literally had the race lead for most of it and then let Shredder pass because not bother fighting it. He doesn't need to beat him.
Yeah.
The only person he has to beat, he has to beat Jeebus John. Doesn't matter anyone else on the track. It doesn't matter where he finishes, as long as he beats Jeebus John, he's got a championship. Simple as that. At the moment, Shikari would beat his teammate through to P3 in the championship, and Arctic would beat Rem in their little fight, but Rem has also just boxed again. Is he going back? He's going to mediums now, is he? Yeah, he's going to mediums. 10 laps to go. Well, 10 and a half, 11. There's the fight again. It's still going on. Both flashing like a Christmas tree. So neither one of them have got any ERS. So no one's going to go anywhere because none of them have got any battery to go anywhere.
Yeah. If Arctic was smart here, he would just use the DRS to hold on.
Yeah, that's what.
Shakira.
That's all he needs to do. Is just use the
Battery
DRS.
held up.
Yeah, use the DRS to stay with him. Keep the battery to about 70%, and then he'll be able to get him. Yeah. One big hit to get past
watch
him.
by him.
Even if you use 5% of it down the straight just to get into the keeping that range, you'll be able to save most of it back. And we see it quite a lot through watching other any of the races, league races that we do, that people don't look after the batteries. Not at all. I mean, look at if you go through the grid, look, you'll tell who looks at the batteries. 25%, well, 24 for that for Shredder. No battery at all for Pelly. Air Max has got 59%. Jeebus has got 40%. CMP's got basically none, 10. Shikari's got 10. Arctic's got 8. Zach's got 33. Mantic's got 6. Quilly's got lots of battery because he's in the pits again. Hi! Torpedo is at 27%. He's just passed Quilly. So Quilly's now out of the top 10. He's not even out of the pits yet either.
The only part I used battery on this track was get into the very last straight, just because you're going that slow going into the straight. I just used the battery to give me a little boost.
Yeah. Zach up to P9, Torpedo, well, it's not, it's Mantic up to 8, sorry, Zach down to 9. Mantic on the fresher mediums against Zach's old mediums. Zach will have to box again. I don't see him getting to the end. So he'll probably try and go a little bit longer to go to softs. And he'll do another couple of laps. And you can do like 7 or 8 laps on the softs, it's just they're pretty much dead after 5. So really I don't do more than like 5 or 6 laps on the softs anymore. They don't do anything. That's the problem. Yeah, and he is boxing. So there you go. He's going to go and try and do 7 laps on the soft compound tyre. Only car though to get a time penalty is CMP, and the problem is for that is Shikari's just binned it. Has he got away with it though? Has he got away with that? He's dropped the position to Arctic, so Arctic is now clear of him. But has he got damage?
Doesn't look like he has damage.
It. But saying that, we said that earlier with him and Mantic, and it said it didn't have damage, but you could see they had damage with the way the car was. So I just wonder if he has damage or not. We'll soon find out through the next few corners. but it's not looking good. Well, saying that, I mean, the championship, the constructor's over for him. He just had to beat his teammate to get guaranteed getting P3. I think he needed 2 points to tie him, 3 points to beat him, and at the moment he's in 7th and his teammate's in 10th, so job done. I think 7th, yeah, 7th is 5 points? Jeez, he got it.
Haas and Alpha Tauri are the ones that are going to jump Alfa Romeo by the looks of it. Alfa Romeo's going to drop to 5th. Most likely. Unless Kelly can pull off something here.
I'm just trying to... Right, Cully's on the back of Torpedo. We have a fight on track. This is for the last points position. And it could be massive for Torpedo because he really needs to be in the points to really counter what his teammate's doing. But he's going to try and late break Cully. But the problem is Cully's got more grip and Cully's brand new tyres. Torpedo can't fight that. And Torpedo's got more ERS, but he's on old hards. And the problem is for Torpedo, can he get to the end on those hards? So it's going to be 21 lap hold.
Straight on it.
He's not going to have very happy tyres. Oh, he's got that inside curve. Jesus Christ, he dropped it.
He was just slowly reeling in here, Max.
Yeah,
it's cut the gap from Pelly down to about 8.5 seconds now.
Problem is though, it wouldn't be enough. He needs 5 points to tie. Even if second and third, it won't matter. It's 18 points to 15, so it would still be Pelly's. He has to basically, where Pelly is right now, Jeebus has to win the race.
Looking good for Pelly then. He's just been sensible. He's not.
That's what they're didn't even attempt to fight Shredder, and Shikari is in the pits. Now this is gonna be it is damage. Oh, that is now gonna be close to losing. No, he needs 3 points. I think.
In front of Zach.
What's Let me just double check something. Is it
2 points?
2 points. So he needs 3 points to beat him, and at the moment he's getting 3 points. No, he's getting 2 points. 3 points. Is he gonna, he's coming out in front. He has got him, and he's out in front of Zach, but he's on cold tyres. Zach's gonna attack him. Is Shikari going to hold on to it?
Shikari's soft, so last longer though.
Yeah, but he needs him to warm up. That's the problem. Literally, the only fight really is on track is literally between the Red Bulls for third in the championship. Someone's dropped it, and they got a red, probably. Unfortunately, it is, yeah. Virtual safety car, not full. Virtual.
It's a rim torpedo.
Rim and torpedo?
A rimpedo.
Oh right, a rampedo, yeah. No from me again for Rem. It'll be softies for Rem then. Also new from we needed.
You can go for that fastest lap,
at least there's one thing though. I will say one thing for Rem. He's 100% committed to the Ferrari strategy of a 5-stopper.
Yeah.
It's Plan Z for Ferrari.
The player will be proud.
if Leclerc can actually finish a race. Mantic also in the pit lane to put on softs. Yep.
A strange one.
Free pit stop. Free pit stop.
But
the thing is, though, he's not fighting for the challenge. He's not fighting it, so it's just kind of going to catch him. Can't overtake once across that line, no, so he's out in front. So yeah, it was a free pit stop. It's definitely a virtual because there's no yellow thing out on track. Yeah.
Yeah, DRS and everything.
And Torpedo's also in, so Torpedo has given up hope of getting a top 10 finish. He's going to go for the point to tie for the Red Bulls. Yeah, they're going to tie. The Red Bulls are going to tie for P3 at the moment. Altari Romeo Cully? No, it is Cully. He's back underway though. Right then.
A three-way battle for 7th, 8th and 9th now.
Yeah. If Shikari can get past Mantic, he's won the top, he's won P3 in the championship.
Looks like Arctic will take P5 at the end of the race. He's got no penalties compared to CMP's 3.
Yeah, CMP would be dropping it even if he didn't have a 3 second by the way things look. So
Yeah.
here comes Shikari, and there's Mantic to make the defensive move. I think no, he didn't. He just back down. I think he just actually moved over to that. Oh, Mantic, that was close to the wall. Jesus Christ! And now it's down to Zach on the back of that fight now as well. Arctic is also on the back of CMP. This is for P5.
Yeah. Romantic throw away 7th place there.
Yeah, it's a reserve though, aren't they? That's the thing. Same as Zach. Very much racing with funsies for them. Let's see if anyone's actually going to be close enough to do anything. I mean, Arctic is on the back of CMP going up to the DRS straight, so has he got anything to attack him with? They've both got the same amount of DRS, roughly 8% more for CMP. CMP moves quickly to the left hand side to try and break the toe as fast as he can, but
is it going to be enough? I don't think he's going to get close enough.
got to be careful though, CMP, because he did move twice to the left there. Remember, it's one defensive move you can make. You can go off the racing line and back onto it to defend, and that is it. We've already seen questionable weaving in X3 earlier, so be careful doing it. Tell you one thing though, Shikari 129.923, fast lap of the race, and he's up and pulling away now from Mantic. Also, only one DNF in this race. So fair play, guys.
Torpedo will be looking to take that fastest lap away. He's got clear air in front of him.
Problem is, Rem's also there for the fast lap, and anything now, even if they crash now, they would be classified as finished. And here comes Arctic. Goodbye, past CMP. Oh, CMP trying to fight.
Ooh.
But just doesn't have it there.
130.5 for Torpedo, so he didn't take the fastest lap, and he's drained all his battery.
But that is the fastest lap. Where is the fast lap on here? There it is. Right, fast lap outside we're looking at for Torpedo and Ren though. They're the ones for fast lap outside. At the moment, Torpedo has it by 1/10, less than 1/10, by like 700s. So
Torpedo has a full battery though.
So Torpedo has the fast lap outside the top 10, but Shikari has the fast lap inside the top 10. So Shikari would still have the P3 in the championship.
Rim's got a full battery, so he's just about to go for a quick one. Oh, Hayes,
is that Hayes or is that a Haas? Is that Hayes getting out? Hayes on the blue flags.
Yeah,
Shredder's a lead car.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we could show Shredder and Pelly and all that, but we got to watch the
Arctic's taking CMP.
Yeah, watching it now. Don't bother CMP trying to fight back against them. Oh, he's tagged the wall. And Hayes has gone on the far. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
We're going to see it.
No, it can't be a safety car. It's too late. It's too late. It'll have to be in this lap. So it's too late. And that is both McLaren's gone. That means that McLaren will be guaranteed to finish bottom in the championship in the constructors.
Rough season coming upon.
Yeah, well, it goes with low season, doesn't it? Really, and a poor season, and it's ricocheted through the team.
Even for Young, not a great season for him.
So Mantic is in DRS range of Shikari as well, borderline. Right, penultimate lap of the race. Shredder has just died. And Pelly is 2 laps away from finally clinching the X2 Championship. Last season, he tied it with 3 people. It was a 3-way tie last season for the championship, and then, oh, I mean no, it's a 2-way tie with 3 cars. The 2 cars level in points with another car that's 1 point behind us, I think. Oh, Rem on the final lap, well, second lap of the race, gone bye-byes. Left-hand side, yep, he's got the inside curb and gone boo-boos.
He will sees his teammate as he drives past him.
Classified as finished, though he would be classified as finished.
Yeah, he just needs to just drive it home, take it easy.
Yeah.
Nothing to do anything silly.
I mean, normally we would go to the lead car for the last lap, but I think it's only right we go with Pelly.
Yeah.
So we'll jump on board once we get after this straight with this fight with CMP and Arctic. We'll jump over to our X2 champion as long as he can bring the car home for the final lap. He can literally cruise home. He's got a 5-second gap to Jeebus, which is his championship rival, and it has a 5-point gap between them. So he doesn't really, well, like I said, he can even lose to Jeebus now. He's still win it.
Yeah.
By a position anyway, I mean. Even if he gets passed by Air Max and Jeebus, he'll still beat him. Right.
Yeah, unless Jeebus passes to Max. He's just driven a sensible race.
Yep.
Stayed out of trouble. Didn't fight with Shredder. You knew you didn't need to.
Yeah, didn't need to fight with Shredder, so we let him pass. Yeah, didn't bother fighting him. Let Shredder take it.
It's just a shame for Jeebus getting caught up in the carnage at turn 1.
Yep, the turn 1 carnage cost Jeebus everything.
Yeah.
I know how Jeebus feels. My race was the same. Pretty much the same thing happened to me, but just a little bit later.
Yeah.
The last season, Pelly just missed out on the championship to Franz, but finally has the championship.
In the last straight.
Oh, has a Red Bull run out of fuel? Oh, it's blue flags. Yeah, it's blue flags. Shredder. We'll quickly jump over to Shredder as he crosses the line, though, just to say hello. You won. There he is, race winner. Shredder wins the final race of the season at Miami. But the fight we had to watch was for the championship, and it is Pelly's. Will win Sil X2 for season number 7 in P2. Jeebus does get 3rd in the end, so Air Max did get Air Max in the end, so Jeebus gets P3 but finishes 2nd in the championship. Still a great season for Jeebus, a massive improvement from last year to this year. So we'll be there for next season.
A good battle all season.
Yeah, it's been a great battle. I mean, not very often you see a 24-round season and it goes to the final race of the season. They were separated by 4 points before today. Yeah. Arctic brings home in 5. CMP will bring home in 6. Shikari will win the Battle of the Red Bulls and will be P3 in the championship. Yeah, well, no blaming, mate. But Shikari will win the battle for P3 in the championship between the Red Bulls, and will beat his teammates Torpedo by 1 point between them. Mantic will bring home in 8, 9 is Zach, Cully brings home in 10, and Torpedo brings home in 11, and we'll have, well, will he, well, I think he had a fast lap before DNF, so I think he still has a fast lap, we'll check. Side. I think Shikari has a fast lap inside as well, so I think the Red Bulls have all the fast laps. We'll double check though.
A pretty quiet race for X2.
Yeah. Rem had the fast lap outside, so yeah, it's definitely over for Red Bull. So Red Bull had the fast lap with Shikari, and the outside of the top 10 fast lap is Rem with a 1:30.500 is the outside, and a 1:29.923 with the fast lap inside. But Shredder, yeah, happens. Yeah. And so Shredder wins the race, and Pelly is 2nd and clinches the championship. Jeebus in 3rd. Sorry, give me a second. I just want to send the link to you. A second, I'll send you a link, and we will
How you doing, Mr. Brandon? So Jeebus brings home in 3rd, Air Max is in 4th, 5 is Arctic Prodigy from 14th from the last on the grid of the qualifying band, brings home in a reasonable 5th position. I did say he probably would be the top 5 fastest here, and he proved it right. CMP in 6th, 7th is Shikari with a fast lap, 8 is Mantic, which is the highest placed reserve X3 driver in this race. 9 is Zach, 10 is Cully, good result for Cully after winning X3, he gets points here too. Well, I say points, a point. 11 is Torpedo. That was the people that actually finished. I mean, Rem technically does finish in P12, 3 laps down after crashing on the penultimate lap, but wins the fast lap of the race. Thank you very for watching us from XRL for Season 7. We'll be back in, well, 2 to 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks' time. It's looking like, but we'll be guaranteed when we see the calendar and everything else. For Season 8 for XRL, we'll be back. So everybody have a great break, and we'll catch you in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Dave.
No, yeah, not a problem.
And hopefully have a good time, and we'll catch you all in next time.